Well, good morning, people. We're back at it here. I should just bring my chair over here so I'm not in the way half the time. I was trying to do some welding today. That was a fail. Once I got up in the shadows, I couldn't follow the line. And I put the cheater in the welding helmet, which helps when it's lit normally. I can right on down the line. But if it's slightly dark or something like that, it just disorients me or something. I can't run a straight line to save myself. So they make a helmet. It's got a different style lens in it. It's more natural. It doesn't have much of a graying tint to it when it protects your eyes. And you can also get these helmets with LED lights to help you zone in on what you're working on. So that may be an option that I'm going to have to consider. Is you can't always be in an optimum. Like I was in there welding on the bench, I didn't have a single problem. And I come out here under the car, as soon as I get at an angle where I got to, and it's in the shadow, I'm just lost. Right now, I'm just making a template so I can transfer it to the metal. So I gotta make this piece. I'll just draw that out right now while we're talking. This just gets a cap. Almost looks obscene. I'll come in here, lay the piece up to here. Yes, straight over. Follow this. And I'll go right to here. And I'll leave a piece. Remind me. That way I can just lay it over here. It's welded in. I'll make and put in an angle. I'll get all this cleaned up right along here. I'm going to just do it right now. Reason being, I'm only going to clean the welding areas. I'm not cleaning all this out right now. Because the first time I clean it out, we'll get a super nasty storm and it'll rip the top cover off the car and I'll end up with this again. I'm kind of tired of cleaning it, so the next time I have to get everything and clean it, it'll be going in the primer, so I don't have to worry about it. Then the seam sealer, then the car paint. Well, this is a different panel. I'll put it over there out of the way for now. I want a new toe kick up here. I don't like what we're doing. Up here, up here, up here. Boy, I didn't cut that too straight, did I? Saturday I got a bunch of stuff going on with the channel, so I got to get whatever I'm doing done early because my guy's going to be going in and fixing my blunders, I should say. Yeah, look at that. I want it to come up and down. I got to, when this is taken out to clean, I'm going to fix that panel. It's got the metal mite hole in it, and then the trim pieces go on the outside. I'll get them in place. Cut and trim. I usually just stick them in with sheet metal screws to draw everything tight the way I want it, so he don't have to ask questions. He just comes in, drops his hood, and starts welding. He's going to show me some tricks about welding as soon as I'm able to see what I'm welding. So I'm going to have to either, I can bench top weld, but that doesn't help out on this. And you get under the car, I got multiple shadows. It just messed me up bad. I just tore the stuff off with a hammer, knocked it off. It was poorly done anyway. And did I do with the Some wooden blocks and Sharpies. Everybody's got their way of doing it. I just use the cardboard because it is available here without a problem. I got some ram board in there where I used to work on houses, 3.5. But this is just laying there. It was easy to grab. Something like that. They called for a week of storms and severe rain and everything last night, and we didn't get a drop. Yesterday it kept clouding up like it was going to just open up, so I had to stop, put the cover back on the car, take all the welding stuff and everything back inside. Then 5 minutes later the sun would come back out. About 3 times like that, and I just called it a day. Come on, come on, come on, there we go. This way, I can do all the cutting I want to on the cardboard or the paper. I only have to cut the metal once. And this right there. We'll disassemble this, pull this piece out, comes out together. Then I'll get this one cut, and we'll get in there and get the gingerbread stuff done, the angles and stuff sealed up. These scissors aren't worth it. I'm using that for another form here in a little bit. There. Look at all the dirt in here I'm working around. I know I don't want to clean it. And the neighbors parked their car right there, so I got to get this part done so I can get the stuff out of the garage, so I can nose it in there and hit it with the primer inside the building. I'm trying to stay out of the way of the camera while I'm doing this. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of it. I got some of this thicker metal, which is even thicker than this. You can see where someone welded some stuff in it before just to give it a little extra support because it was weak, and I'm just going to go all out. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. got to have a clean line, so I know where to clean the metal at. That's what I did originally on the other side. I just cleaned a strip down like this. That's what we were welding to. And then I made a miscalculation, an error, an oops, and had to cut it back out. I didn't compensate for the stop neutral switch and the arm on the side of the transmission for the cable shifter that goes in the floor. So this is the floor. Passenger side. FPS. Now I think the best thing to do come think about it, I had better put a battery on the charger. A bunch of these different sizes. Don't know what happened to them. I probably had somebody that saw them, barred them without consent. That's usually what happens to my stuff. I got to the point when someone asks for something, when they leave, I go to make sure it's still there when they leave. Oh, I thought you said I could take it. No. Go right down the store and buy your own shit. I buy the good stuff, and you tear it up, then I got to go to Harbor Freight and buy cheapy just to get by with the job. Till I can realize that you're the ones got my stuff. Let me see here. Let's open it up some more. I'll fiber wheel this thing off the camera, people. I'm going to come right through here. Gotta get this cut and all that, and then I'll bring you back as we're reassembling it. I got to do the metal mite repair on. There's a keeper, piece of rust. Now my parts guy, engine supplier, I should say, was telling me to use banjo fittings, which means they come down, and then I can just wrap them right on around there and stay out of the way of everything. Especially since I'm coming out the fender well headers, I can just drop those lines down, run them right down that boxed in frame rail. Now, people, I don't like the looks of this. Didn't need that to do. That looks good. This does not. Oh. This needs to be at least an inch longer to get back up in there. Don't know what I was thinking when I cut that one. So this is a failure. I'll just recut it and hammer the heck out of it. Use it on the metal here. Wrap it around, trim it up. That'll work. So that's a keep. That's all good. I'll get that sanded. There's a bunch of stuff to do. I'm going to be doing it off camera real quick, and then I'll get you back on here as we put it back together. Gonna make one, clean one, fix another one. People, like, subscribe, join in, make a comment. Hopefully by this weekend, I'll be able to read your comments. I can't do it now for some reason. It doesn't like me. Out of 12 comments, I got to read 3 of them. So, I got a guy, like I said, I got a guy to come here and straighten some stuff up on my channel. I don't have time to do it, and I don't know how to do it, and I don't have the time to take to learn how to do it because this project is 45 days behind, and if I got an extra minute, I'll be on the car. Lucky for me, when the wiring starts, I'm not involved in that. My son's doing it all. So I will be under the car, running fuel lines, brake lines, setting a bunch of stuff. The car will be painted at that point. We'll get the windshield set and get the windows and everything back in the doors. We still got to gut them out. I'm actually trying to work from here up right now. We're going to do a special on the rear end. There's different options, different things. I got a lot of questions about what I'm going to do, why and how, and what am I thinking. Sometimes I don't think it's just a scientific wild ass guess. People, like, subscribe, get your build on, and have a blessed day.